Hi class, I wanted to make a quick video just talking through your pre-lab and really just going through how we can create figures. Also in a later tutorial and video clip I'll talk through just how we can format the tables to look like what I'm expecting for the labs. What I did is basically just copy and paste the data from the lab manual and put it into Excel here. So what we need to do is figure out the means for each mile, so the core temp means for each mile for all participants. What I did is just put a mean row down below what I copy and pasted. So like I said, what we need to do is figure out the average for each mile. Okay, so what I'm going to do is click on the cell right below mile 1, all the different participants' core temperatures. Once I click on that cell, I'm going to go to formulas. When I click on formulas, I'm going to go to more functions here. When I go to more functions, the first thing that we see here is statistical. Okay, within that pop-up, we see average, second from the top there. So I'm going to click average. And we're going to see this pop up here. So what I have, and it could be different on yours, but it's B17 through B24 are the participants' core temperature. When I see that there, I'm going to click enter. Okay, I've got that. That's the average for mile 1 for all the different participants. I'm going to show you a little trick here to kind of save some time possibly. So I'm going to click on this little box that's just at the bottom right hand corner of the cell. I'm going to click that and I'm going to drag that over all the way to mile 10 here. When I have that, you're going to see all the averages pop up below each mile here. For some reason mile 10 didn't show up here, so I'm just going to go through the long way. I'll go to more functions, okay, go to statistical, click on average, click on that, okay, hit enter again, and then we have it there. Okay. Also what I'd like to do is show you just I'd like two decimals behind, two numbers behind the decimal. So what I'd like to do is we'll just highlight that lower row and that we just figured out the means, and I'm going to go up to home. When I click on home, I'm going to go to, you can see this box here with the arrows with kind of zeros behind the decimal here. I'm going to go to add some more. So like I said, I'd like two numbers behind the decimal. So I'm going to click a little bit more here. I went too much, so I'll go down one more. So you can see that there's two numbers behind the decimals now for all the means that we put in. Okay. Once I have that, we're getting closer to figuring out the figure. I did that both for the control and also for the pre-cooling treatment. So what I did up here is I made a miles column where we have miles 1 through 10. I have a pre-cooling column and then a control column here. Okay, and I've got all the different means in there. Okay. Once I've plugged all those in, I'm going to highlight everything here. Okay, so highlight everything. And I'm going to go back to, or I'm going to go to insert. Okay, when I go to insert, what I'm going to do is go to this icon here, which is really the scatter plot. So I'm going to click the arrow, and I want to go to scatter with straight lines and markers. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. When I click on that, we'll get something that looks like this here. Okay, what I'd like to do is I don't necessarily like this layout. Okay, and I'll tell you why in a sec here. So I'm going to go to quick layout here, which is kind of second from the left on the toolbar, and I'm going to click on the arrow, and I'm going to click on the first option below that. So layout number 1, which makes it easy. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to pop up here. Okay. So one thing that I'm looking for is I don't want the chart title because we're going to have a legend really that explains what each figure, each table, really what we have in it. So I'm going to delete that. Okay. Also, I don't want any lines with this here, so I'm going to delete all the lines, at least lines behind the data points. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. I do like this layout because we have the axis title here. We also have the axis title here for both the X and the Y axis. Also, we have the pre-cooling and the control, so we can actually figure out exactly what these data points are representing. Okay. One thing that we see here is that we have 0 through 12. We didn't go 0 through 12. We went each mile should be represented here. Okay, so I'm going to show you just a quick little change we can do with this here. Okay, I looked for a scatter plot. We're going to switch that just a little bit so we can have miles 1 through 10. And it's not going to change it very much here. So what I'd like to do is we're going to go to change chart type. I'm going to click on the arrow and we're going to go to line. Okay, so line with markers with this here. You may wonder why I didn't do that to begin with. I did that, and really I had 3 different lines that were showing up here. And so with this, I found a way that we could just, a quick way to do it this way. Also, the Excel that I have, it may not be the same as what you have. So definitely if there's any questions or anything that come up, please let me know, and I can help you through any of these. Okay, so let me click on this here. And as you can see, just changed a little bit, but really we have miles 1 through 10 represented down below here. Okay. Also within the axis title, I can click on that. With this, I want a name for the axis title, but then also units of measurement with this as well. Okay, so the y-axis is really representing the core temperature. So I'll plug that there. Also, I want units of measurement. So definitely this is going to be degrees Celsius. This would be really low for degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to go to insert. So I put a parenthesis and I'm going to put a symbol. So I'll put the degree symbol here. And then degrees Celsius. And then down below, we'll want to put the name as well. And then we're also going to put the unit of measurement as well. So distance, and then that distance will be in miles. Okay. So hopefully this will help also for future labs. Hopefully this will help as well. You can come back to this and look at this tutorial, this video, to actually assist with some of your labs to come. So thank you. See you soon.